This is Chris Patrick, publisher of PathMagazine.com, and this is the Path Report. Once again this week, Tasha Cobbs is number one with her album One Place Live. New on the charts is Troy Sneed, who debuts his brand new album Awesome God at number 2. Anthony Brown and Group Therapy continue their stranglehold on the number 3 spot. And new Motown gospel artist Royce Lovett debuts his EP Write It on the Wall at number 10. Staying in gospel, rising star DeMaurier Johnson released his sophomore album titled The Name You Know this week. The self-produced album features the lead single We Need Love, now at radio. William McDowell unveiled the album cover for his upcoming project titled Sounds of Revival. McDowell spoke about the album cover saying Sounds of Revival is meant to be a catalyst to stir the desire of revival in the hearts of God's people. 18-year-old gospel star Jacqueline Carr is growing up right before our very eyes. After bursting onto the scene at only 15 years old, the powerhouse vocalist recorded her second live album to a who's who's list of gospel execs, artists, and fans in attendance. In another news, Aretha Franklin is hosting her free annual gospel concert and Thanksgiving service in Detroit. Special guests include Shirley Caesar, the Williams Brothers, and Vanessa Bell Armstrong, among others. The Stellar Awards announced the date tickets will go on sale for SAGMA members and the general public. Go by Path's gospel section to find out what day in November you can reserve your seat. And lastly, happy birthday to evangelist Billy Graham, who turned 97. TBN is hosting a special broadcast commemorating his accomplishments that will air several times throughout the week. Now for this and all your other gospel and Christian news, be sure to visit PathMagazine.com. I'm your publisher, Chris Patrick, with the Path Report. Be sure to stay on the path.
The Good Life Gospel Show. Welcome to the Good Life. Here to help encourage your soul. Welcome to the Good Life.
Like this. Keep on.
Awesome God Radio, this is AJ. I'm in the building. Thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate each and every person who is tuned in and who is listening. I am just filled with excitement and joy to know today being our launch event date, and all of you who are tuned in will join us. So I just want to say that if you're in somewhere in if you're in Alaska listening, if you're in South Africa, if you're in any of those far off countries, you have time to get here. Let's see, it's about 10 o'clock. Well, maybe some of you may not have enough time, but if we need to get you from the airport because you're coming here to join us today at 7100 Dogwood Road to celebrate with us our launch event date. We are excited about it. We're excited about that, and as well as so many other things God is doing in the life of Awesome God Radio. But we cannot and will not move forward without praying for those who are mourning in Paris. And so I know that there's so many things that are being said on television, and as some were watching CNN yesterday, just keeping up to date on what was going on in Paris. The truth is, here is another strike by ISIS, who is seeking to instill fear and trying to get those who, just trying to cause confusion and all kind of different crazy things to just kind of remove the peace and the happiness and the joy that's going on in our lives. So we just want to make sure that we are keeping those in prayer that are going through that in Paris, and the Good Life Gospel Show, Awesome God Radio. We are certainly praying for those that are impacted by that which is going on in Paris. It's important for us to mention that we can't go on with our normal lives knowing that there are some who woke up this morning and what may have seemed to be a dream was a reality, and some have left this earth even yesterday celebrating, didn't know what was going on, didn't know that kind of event would happen. But here it is, terror strikes again in other parts in the world. You know, when you're close enough to terror and when you're close enough to those close encounters where you know for sure that could have been me, you know, when you know for sure that should have been me. I should have been in that stampede. I should have been the one dodging bullets. I should have been the one that was that was hit with something that may have caused me to be in critical condition at this moment, it just gives me something to pray about. It gives me something to humble my heart and really petition to God, knowing that we have to be intentional, to be proactive and not reactive, and covering our children and our families and those. So just want to continue to pray for Paris. Just continue to keep the thread going. Let people know all over the world that we are standing in agreement with them, that God will pull them yet through this. He'll make it a bigger and better and stronger place to tour, place to live. It's a beautiful city. And that's how the enemy wants to do it. You know, he doesn't want to go into the places where it seems like he's got a grip anyway and cause confusion and problem. He wants to go to the places in your heart, in your mind, where there seems to be a sense of peace and happiness. He wants to take those places and put fear there, where where you can't move forward. But I know there's a few prayer warriors that know the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. And so we have to move forward and know that there is no area, place in the world or within my heart that anyone would come in and put fear there, and I would not believe and trust that God would be with me throughout the entire process. So we have to continue to keep those in prayer and just know that God is going to carry this city this time. They're going to get through this. They are going to get through this. It's going to take prayer. It's going to take so many other things, but God is going to allow them to get through this. I believe it. I believe that God is going to allow them to get through it, and it's going to take a sense of us to come together. If you have family out there, shout me out. Let us know if you have family. If you know anybody who's out there just visiting, shout them out. Let them know. Let me know, so we can really speak their names into our intentional time to pray for them. Because God knows that if somebody had my name on their mind after all that I've gone through, and it has allowed me to get to this point where I'm in my right mind and I have whatever I have, my family's covered. Our house is warm. You know, it's getting chilly out here. Jack Frost trying to see somebody. But you know what? We got warm things happening in our house, and I'm grateful to God that he's allowed us to do that. So just make sure that you just whisper those names of those who may have been impacted. A few weeks ago, a plane just suddenly broke in pieces, and while it was in the air, and ISIS claimed that they had it was their work, their terrorist attack that allowed all of those who were on the plane to go because of what they believe in. Okay. So we believe in the one has already died for us. And so we don't have to put a bomb and kill people and put fear in their hearts and think that that's going to help them steer their way to their religion, because the one that died for us, he died for us and we ain't have to do nothing. How about that? The price was already paid in Jesus Christ. So I'm grateful to know that we serve a God who loves us, that wouldn't allow us to pull the string. Amen, somebody, that we can live, we can make our mistakes, and guess what? Get right back up, clean ourselves up, and know that God has forgiven us for all that we've done. This is the Good Life Gospel Show. Pray for Paris, pray for Paris, pray for Paris. There's so much more that we are going to get in, that we're going to talk about, but I would love for you to come, and I'm going to say this, I don't know if I told y'all. Yeah, I told y'all. I'm going to tell y'all again. Come and join us, 7100 Dogwood Road, 7100 Dogwood Road. We are excited about God in this season. He's allowing us to celebrate yet something major in the midst of his people, that we would launch a global internet radio station. Global internet radio station. I did say global. That doesn't mean those in the DMV area. This is just for us. The gospel message is so much greater than here. So I just want you guys to help me, partner with me to just lift Jesus' name up. Because he said if we lift him up, oh my goodness, he would do, what would he do? He would do the drawing. So all we got to do is lift him up. And that's what this platform is all about. That's what we are about. So if you're a pastor, if you're a minister, if you're a servant of the Most High God, if you're a business owner, if you're a nonprofit organization, if you just are a community leader, whomever you are seeking to help to build what's around you, if you're helping to grow and to fix, and God has laid it on your heart to do something phenomenal in this season, we are looking for you. If you're listening and you know of someone, just let us know. Hit us on Facebook and Twitter. Let us know who is out there, not only just in our area, but who's out there in the country, in the world, doing great things for God. And we're going to partner with them. And I say this, this is my word. We're going to partner with them to make sure that we can do our part to do great things in the community, so that when fear hits and all these other crazy things happen, God would get the glory, because he would know we would have sowed the seeds that he would want us to sow. I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm excited, as well as I'm in prayer. So keep us locked right here at the Good Life Gospel Show. We're just going to keep it going. This is my favorite track. I know I've been playing it as a background sound, but you know what? If my brother was around, he'll tell you I've been listening to this song since the 90s. This is Sounds of Blackness, optimistic. Keep being optimistic. Keep your head high and know that God is with us. Good Life Gospel Show, Awesome God Radio. Keep us locked. I got a special guest in the building. I'm excited. Let's go.